Hello! Tonight we are going to be making a really amazing wow-worthy card using the Still Scenes bundle. This was found in our holiday catalog from 2019 on page 43, and we are going to be making this card right up here. It is so beautiful. What you'll need to make this card is the Still Scenes bundle, which is the stamp set right here. And you will need the snow globe scenes dies. You're also going to need the shaker domes. We're going to be using some of the sequins. We're also going to be needing some snowfall accent puff paint. And you will need the stylish scroll embossing folder. This was also in this catalog back with the Halloween stuff. I can find it real quick. I'll show you where it was. I thought it was. It was in here somewhere. Right here. Yes, there it is. So this embossing folder as well. We're going to be using several different colors. So as we go along, I will tell you. And then you're also going to need some white heat embossing powder. And we're using Dazzling Diamonds Glitter. So let's get started making this card. Again, this is a card we're making up here. So the first thing we're going to need is a piece of soft seafoam cardstock. And this is cut at 11 inches by 4 1/4, and it's scored at 5 1/2. And you'll just use your bone folder and score that, and this is your card base right here. Next, I went ahead and I cut a piece of Whisper White that measures 5 inches by 3 3/4. And then this is the piece that you are going to take in your embossing folder and run it through your die cutting machine, and then it comes out like this, texturized. So I looked at this sample and it looks like they cut and made a slight banner at the edge there. So what I did is I found the center, which is 1 7/8 inch, and I put a little notch in, and then I just freehand cut out to make it look like a little banner. So if you want the little banner, just find the center and then just cut from this edge to the middle. So that's all I did. And then we're going to take our dies. Again, here's the stamp set you're going to need, and you're going to need the dies, and you're going to take this one right here. You're going to put it on the top, and you're going to run that through your die cutting machine, and then it is going to come out like this. Now I am going to show you how I did the banner to get it like this. So I have, remember, it's 1 7/8 inch in the middle. I'm just going to cut up a little bit, and then from this side to the middle, we're going to cut a little banner out. And then from this side, I should have did this ahead of time. Just to that center point. So there you have your little banner. All right. The next thing you are going to need to do is I die cut all the little pieces that are going to go in here. So the base of our globe, we use copper foil, and you're going to cut out this really intricate piece along with the solid piece. And we're going to layer these right on top, just like that. Is how they did it in there. Next, you're going to cut out the church and this little building, and these are going to get layered right on top to make that church. Now, it has yellow in the background. So initially, I ran these through a second time, And then you can see right here, I ran them through. And I was going to take all these little pieces and put them in like a puzzle. Then I thought, that's crazy. Some of these pieces are really, really little. So what I did, I think this might save you time, is if you take your Daffodil Delight paper and you just set it down, and then you just kind of cut out. You can cut out just like little pieces that can then just be glued right behind. And then you don't have to put those little pieces in. You can do it that way too, but that just might be a little bit easier if you just cut out a scrap piece that will fit behind and make that yellow pop through like it's like the lights are on in the church. So that was my little thing I did for that. And then we cut out some trees. And there's the tree dies. And I cut out garden green and I believe pear pizzazz. You could use the soft sea foam as well. So we used 2 different shades of trees. Okay, you're also going to need a piece of seaside spray to go behind all of this. Let's start assembling this now. All right, so to put this, well, we can start putting this on top of here, and you can use liquid glue, your fine tip glue. I'm gonna use a few mini glue dots just to attach it, and if the mini glue dot is too big, you can kind of roll it over to make it a little bit smaller. And I'm just going to put about 3 on here, and that should secure it. Just kind of like on the sides and in the middle. All right, and now this just gets layered right over top of here. And this is just going to be a really beautiful base to our snow globe. All right, just like that. Can you see how beautiful that is? Perfect. All right, the next thing we're going to do is we will put this little church together. So you're just going to need some adhesive. And on the back of the church, put a little bit of your adhesive down. And then take that yellow piece you just cut out and just put this right over top of it, just like that. Okay, that's what it looks like on the back. Next, we're going to do the same with the front of our church. And you can see that's a really weird shape, but that's how I kind of just hand cut it out. And then I'm going to add some mini glue dots to the back of this. So one up at the top, another one up there, and we'll do one on the side, and I'll kind of roll it under. All right, then this is gonna get stuck right over top like the other one. Just flipped it. Okay, so it's getting put together just like that. Now we're going to pop this up on a dimensional, this right on top of this in the center. So you can take your dimensionals, and I'm just going to put one right in the middle, and then we're going to put this right over it like that. And there is our church that's going to go in the dome, in the little snow globe. Okay, next up, we are going to take these trees, and I just want to see how the church is going. This tree is kind of over here, and those are kind of like that, but I want to make sure that fits in the dome. It looks like it does. So I'm going to glue these together now. So I'm just offsetting them a little bit. So the trees are kind of like this. Sorry about that noise. Okay, so there we have our trees, and now we're going to use this puff paint. It's called Snowfall Accent Puff Paint, and you're going to need your heat tool to use this. But on these trees, you can see it has like snow on them. So this is a brand new bottle, and we are going to put this on these trees. And I'm just seeing kind of where they just kind of have this. Ooh. It's very liquidy. Very liquidy. We'll turn on our heat tool and see what happens. And I do have this little board I'm going to set it on. It's just a cardboard wrapped in aluminum foil. We will heat set this. Okay, so when you heat set it, you need it only on number 1 to do that. And that adds the snow. And I have some little holes where it moves, so I'm going to try to add a little bit more. We'll see what happens here. Okay. A little bit more. All right, turn it on number 1, the low. It's pretty cool how it kind of puffs up. Just be patient with it if you've never used this before. And a little does go a long way, and it's very runny at first. Okay, it looks like it's done. So now we have some snow on our trees. It is all snowy now. So I'm just going to set that aside and put the cap on here, because we are done with that. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to stamp our greeting. So we have this image right here, which is here, and then it's just hand snipped out. So I have a piece right here. You're gonna need some Versamark, and they used white embossing powder. I think mine is mixed with a little glitter, so we're just gonna use that. It's white, and I mixed actually the Dazzling diamonds with it. So I'm looking for the stamp, and I'm going to mount this on a block, and we are going to ink it up. And we're going to stamp this, and then we're going to dip it in the embossing powder. You can use your embossing buddy also. So cover it really good with the powder. And then we are going to heat that up. Now this you do on number 2. The high setting. All right, it looks like it is done. So let me put the top on that and move this. So we need the word message of Christmas joy. So we are just going to, I'm going to actually snip this down. We need the word message of Christmas and joy. That's what the sample has. So we're going to just hand piece this little thing together. And then once I get it out, I can kind of cut it a little bit straighter. So you will trim these. So we have message, and then we need of Christmas. Message of Christmas, and then we need the word joy right here. All right. Now we are done with this, and we can get on to some more good stuff. Assembling time. Okay, so we're going to need to take a dome, which they come in these packages like this, and you're going to take one out. It is, I think I have 2 here. Maybe not. Okay, I have 1, it's just thick. Okay, so we just need one of the domes. And we're going to put a piece of this, eventually this is going to go on here, like this is our background. So this has adhesive on the top and the bottom, and we're going to take off the bottom. Shoot, I took off the wrong side. I think I want this back. I want it to stick to the top first. I'm gonna just try to put this back on. I want to take off the top. Yes. So I take off the top, and then we're going to put this over it and stick it down. And then I want to remove my handprints. Okay, so we stuck it to the top. The bottom still has the adhesive. So now I'm going to kind of, I want to trim this side down a little bit. This is just a scrap piece of paper. I cut at about 2.5 inches by about 3.5. And we're going to stick that towards the top. This is going to be kind of the background of the card. So this is going to go right here like that. And then see how this is going to come all together? We're going to build up our inside of our card. So I'm going to kind of use this as a guide, that piece we cut off. So this is going to go down first, our trees. So you're going to want to add your glue to the back of your trees, just your regular glue. And mine glued out just a second. I guess it was a little wet there still. All right. I must not have got it all the way like I thought. Okay, so I'm going to put this kind of toward, this is going to go towards the bottom. Okay, just like that. Now I know my church is going to go right there. So I'm going to add my glue to the back of here, really good. And I think I might even put a glue dot at the bottom, 1 or 2 glue dots, because they're really sticky. So this is going to go at the bottom right here. And then kind of like that. And now we need to add some glitter, and you see how this is going to come over it. So we're going to add some glitter and some sequins. So we have some of these snowflake sequins. So I'm just going to take some out and sprinkle them in here. You can add as much or as, little as you want. I'm not going to add too many. I'm going to add mostly glitter. So I added some of those, and then I'm going to grab the Dazzling Diamonds glitter. And they come in these containers. Mine's just in here. I'm going to grab that spoon, if I can see where I put it. Maybe not. All right. I'm just going to pour some glitter in here carefully. Because Snow Globes has glitter for sure. So we got some glitter down. And now I want the glitter and all my stuff kind of towards the center so my dome will stick to the paper and not the glitter. So I'm going to add some adhesive to the bottom of here so that it sticks all the way around as well on my paper. So add your glue. And then we're going to remove the back piece of the dome. And now we're going to carefully line this up. I want to make sure I got everything in there. I got the trees, I have the church. Okay, it's going down. Just like that. Oh my gosh, do you see how cool that is? Oh my gosh, so pretty, so pretty. Okay, now we need to finish our base. So our base is going to go right down here like this. So go ahead and take your adhesive. This is not sticking, so I'm going to use some glue dots on the back of here. Glue dots are my go-to. Go ahead and stick this down here. And then we're going to take our words. It says message, and it's trimmed a little bit. And I'm going to put this one down flat. It says message, and then of Christmas. And this one is popped up, it looks like, so you can just cut a dimensional in half or use the edge. And then you will take, I got another piece here for the word joy. I got a little bit too big, so I need to rip that dimensional down some. And we're going to put joy right there. And then lastly, we're going to add a little bow here, and it's from the Magnolia Ribbon Combo Pack. And I already went ahead and tied the little bow, and we will just attach it down with a mini glue dot over here. Just like that. And there is our card. It's hard to see, the light, my light above is getting a glare, but it is really a quite pretty card. And if you want more glitter in there or stuff to shake around, just be sure to add that. But there is our snow globe card. I really don't want those lights in there. Let me show you a few more cards that are made with these dies in this set that my friend Sharon had made and showed me. Here is one using silver foil and the little bear, and there's some glitter and sequins in there. And then here's another one using the snowman. And this one, it kind of opens up like that. That's kind of a fun card too. So I hope you enjoyed, this one opens like this. Very pretty. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial on how to use your Still Scenes bundle. Thanks for joining me. See you next time.